Along to join in with this morning's celebrations. This segment is brought to you by Pack and Save. Kia ora, Matt.
Morena team, yeah, there's a party atmosphere here at Kaitaia Pack and Save, and the biggest partier of them all is Gayleen Voss. Good morning, Gayleen, how are you?
Good morning, Matt. I'm fine, thank you. It's so lovely to be back in Kaitaia.
It's so lovely to have you in Kaitaia. Now, Gayleen says back in Kaitaia because Gayleen was the original owner of the very first Pack and Save store in the country, right here in Kaitaia. Opened up in 1985.
That's us, yes, June 8th. Today in 85.
I mean, this is pretty cool. So 40 years ago, I would have been, let's figure this out, 1985. I was a little 4-year-old running around, toddling around the place in Christchurch, but you were opening up a supermarket. What do you remember about those early days of Pack and Save in Kaitaia?
A lot of excitement, a lot of anxiety, because it was a new foodstuffs concept. Would it work? Would it not? We were in Kaitaia. There wasn't good freight arrangements. Money was pretty tight. Interest rates were 24%.
Wow.
They went up from 16 in the January to 24.
Oh my goodness gracious. So a lot of challenges, but...
A lot of challenges, a lot of anxiety.
I bet there were. And apparently a lot of interesting incidents along the way. So you owned the store for about 11 years before moving on. In those 11 years, some interesting things happened. Tell me about, all I know is that apparently to ask you about a frog invasion.
We did have a frog invasion. It was the... People told us it was natural phenomenon in Kaitaia. It happened every 100 years or something. And they were beautiful little dark green frogs with lots of gold spots on them.
Lovely.
And you would take something off the shelf, and there would be these little eyes looking at you. David's laughing. They were in the deli, they were everywhere. And we had people trying to come in to block them, but that was impossible. I think they came up with pipes.
Frogs do what they want to do. Look, a lot has happened over the years, but something that's stayed the same is the community spirit here in Kaitaia. Just hanging out with you this morning, I've seen so many people come up who remember you from the 80s, who remember working with you. Obviously, it's a family atmosphere when you run a supermarket in a town like Kaitaia, isn't it?
It was. We had a great team.
Yeah.
And we were all a bit green. And we worked together. The staff were fantastic, and it was very enjoyable.
Well, they remember you very well, and so do the customers as well. Some of the customers have been coming up and saying, I remember you, but you know someone you did interview and hire a long time ago, standing just to my right. You remember David, don't you?
But we did hunted David.
Come on over, David. This is David, Pack and Save's longest running employee. How are you, my friend?
Good, man.
So this is David. Now, you were interviewed by Gayleen back in
88.
1988. What do you remember about that first day when you walked in for that job?
I first walked in and I went up the stairs, and Barry Voss was sitting at the top of the stairs, and he was kicked out of his office because there was no room.
No room for... So a little bit of a smaller operation back then.
To Gayleen, and then we had a chat. Said, start tomorrow. And I said, well, no, I'll start next week.
So what do you think's changed mostly from working back in the 80s to working at Pack and Save Kaitaia these days? What's the biggest difference you reckon?
Technology is just so much different. Like computers, we didn't have ticketing, handwriting tickets, handwriting posters, painting posters, all that sort of stuff.
All of those little signs on every single shelf you had to go around with your felt tip pen.
First us printed the everyday prices, but I had to do all the specials. So it was...
Hey, we're still here today. David, congratulations. Happy birthday to you and Pack and Save especially. Gayleen, so lovely to have you with us this morning. I'm going to hang out. Have you got a sausage yet, Gayleen?
No, it's my next waterfall.
Get this woman a sausage! Get this woman a sausage! That's happening next. Happy birthday to Pack and Save here in Kaitaia. We're going to be coming to you live again in the next hour. So come on down. If you are in the area, we are not going to run out of sausages anytime soon. Come and meet Gayleen, come and meet David and the rest of the team here, and have a great morning celebrating 40 years of Pack and Save. See you soon.
Oh, Gayleen is such a delight. How cool is that?
So good.
Thank you so much, Matt. Lovely work.
All right.